and so we went down to our first meal in the little alcove. Oh, I missed a whole...
What?
Yeah, I told you that the reason the ship was so excited was that it was going to...
Eisenhowers,
yes,
yeah.
Oh, I'd forgotten to tell you that. So anyway, we go in the alcove, and the secret little alcove is for General and Mamie Eisenhower and Mr. Hall of Hallmark Cards, their friend who was traveling with them.
Yes.
And Barbara and David Eisenhower, their grandchildren, whom they were taking to Europe.
How old were they, the grandchildren?
They were high school.
Okay.
And so
there you are.
So there we were, and I went to the ship's store and bought a pair of fake pearl necklace, a very fake pearl necklace. So that was my outfit, and I wore the same skirt, seersucker skirt, every night to dinner. And Grandpa, of course, he had that suit, so he had a bow tie. So he was pretending he was black tie, and Christy and Michael just wore the same stuff every night. And so we said to Michael, who had this cheap little camera and who was everywhere taking pictures of everyone, from the captain up in the bridge to down in the kitchens. He was everywhere with his little camera, and we said to Michael and to Christy, when we're in the dining room alcove with the Eisenhowers, you do not stare at them, you do not look at them, you do not talk to them, and above all, you take no pictures. Okay. Because this is their private vacation, and they don't need, our goofy family staring at them and acting like a bunch of tourists. So they were good about it. They didn't. And about the night before before we landed in Cherbourg, was the captain's dinner, especially gala dinner, and there were all sorts of favors for people and fancy imitation tiaras and crowns for the ladies and so forth. And Michael was running around taking everybody's picture on the ship, and then he had left the table and had gone to the sort of the entrance to the dining room and was down there by the cigar boys, and as Mamie and Ike, we waited for them to leave the dining room, and when they left, we were walking behind them to go out of the dining room, and we heard, and Mamie said to Ike, maybe if you pose nicely for Michael, he'll take your picture. and I think, and Michael was there with his little box camera or whatever it was, and so I said, all right, and he posed for this little 11-year-old boy, and then Mamie said to Ike, you better take off your glasses, it won't be a good picture. So Ike took off his glasses, and then Michael tried to take the picture, and the bulb didn't go off, and so then Michael was spitting on the bulb, and putting it back in the camera, and spitting it on it again, and taking the picture. And so finally, then Ike turned around and said, well, Mamie, now it's your turn. So she posed, and he took her picture too on the arm of the captain. That was a memorable, you can't plan something like that. It was really great.
Did you have any conversations with them? Did you talk to them at all, or?
Never. That was I think that's why they liked us. We really didn't.
You just didn't.
We did not bother them. We didn't. Oh, I'm sure we probably said excuse me or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, we really didn't. We just went out of our way to give them their privacy, and I think that's why they were so nice about
Michael and his.
Now the next day, we were landing in the ship was getting ready to land in Cherbourg, and it was early. It was just dawn, and Grandpa got up and went up on the deck to see the shore as we went into Cherbourg, and which was the area where the D-Day had taken place, and the only other people on the deck at all were Ike and his grandson David. And Ike was pointing and explaining to David how he'd planned the invasion and about D-Day, and Grandpa just stood there. I mean, he was there too, listening to all this.
Oh God!
But it was it was one of those special memories that you always had that you couldn't have planned in a million years. When we thought we were going on the France with a little family vacation, and it turned out to be a moment in history.
Yeah.